Oh my god, why does this give me so much experience? 96k. I've been getting like 4k. I should really end the stream soon. Because it's 4:30, but I still really want to play this.
The dawn's light will shine again.
His voice did change. It's so what? I remember someone told me that their voices kind of just change. I did it. And seeing it like just Royally told me that his voice changes. I don't know anybody else's, but like it's such a weird like juxtaposition. Like I literally got used to him speaking one way the entire time. Now he sounds completely different.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Still sounds pretty good. I think so far I prefer.
Do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
I think right now I still prefer the old one just because I heard it for so long. I'll probably get used to this one.
Lord Orchefort.
It does sound way younger now.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yeah. I want to hug her.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Boy.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Got to make my way towards Ishgard now. The actual city.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
I still gotta get used to it.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here.
Can't tell if her name has changed too. Her name? Her voice. I don't know why I said voice. Name. Oh, is this the new quest accepted music? I was going ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. Need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor. We shall meet again. Until then. Till then. God. That was so much, like, how many people fucking betrayed me? Is Ria J betraying me? I don't fucking know. He was meeting with fucking a little bit of this. Fucking emissary. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Wait, where'd I gotta go? Over here. Oh my god. Wards of House Fortin? Ah, yes, you may pass. See to Ishgard. Finally. Get to go to Ishgard. So many questions. Oh god. Oh jeez.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Why do they get coats? I'm in a miniskirt.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts.
I don't want to spoil the video. Yeah. Even though I knew the VA change was coming, I was still surprised. All I knew is that it would get changed eventually. I just didn't know it'd be like literally at Heaven's Ward. Ooh, new area, Ishgard.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and her companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change.
Why are they angry at me? I helped.
Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton. Heaven's Ward. Oh, the title screen. Heaven's Ward. I wonder how much of a tease it was, because I'm guessing you weren't able to go here before Heaven's Word came out, right? I wonder how much of a tease it was being able to see the city from Kurthus, but actually being able to go there. Greetings, Mr. Serene. On behalf of Horse Fortom, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. You would all come with me. Come on, Cactar, you're coming on a journey with me. This is like the opposite of where you should be. Finally done it. Attuned to the ether right here. For being the capital city of Ishgard, it seems really unkempt, but at the same time, I guess that make. Are they throwing fucking snowballs at? I guess that makes. Are they throwing snowballs at me, bitch ass? I guess that makes sense though, considering that it's literally been what a fucking 1,000 years that they've been at war with the Juvanians. Yeah, it's gonna be weird because this is a main city, right? This is my first time I'm gonna be in a main city that isn't a starting one. That isn't a starting city. Machinist. That's the other class I wanted to try. On the road again. What's this one? You also get astrologian in the pillars. Oh, what's astrologian? Is that like a healing? Yeah, it is healer. That new healing. That new healing class looks really cool. It was a healing class, right? The sage, like the one with the fucking floating guns. Was that a healing class? I don't remember. I think it was, right? Actually, I'm not even sure if it's called Sage. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Sage. And the other one, I forgot what it was called. Called Reaper? That's the name of the class? One that had the scythe? I don't remember if that was going to be tank or DPS. Oh no, that's not that. DPS? Oh. Maybe we could try my hand at a melee DPS class once that comes out. If I'm there by then, because it took me a month just to get through fucking Realm Reborn. Then again, it's not like I'm playing like half a day. Let me get this seat. This looks really cool. And a little bit depressing. The warrior of light and her brave companions walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present to you my family home, Lord Tom Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made. 96k fucking XP.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
That was quite taxing, actually.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome.
Oh, this is the guy that was talking in the beginning, right?
As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
Gotta focus on MSQ now? Have fun? Alright. You have fun too.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
The new quest complete. Ooh, look at these new stuff. Though our friends in House Fortom have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. And there's the markets and taverns, who need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. This would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. Thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He'll be able to answer any questions you might have. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Our documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. We got our papers. Those documents identify you as wards of House Fortom. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortom. But let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Ceres, Wataru, the city awaits. Let's go. Hello. This is your first time in our fair city? Pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only differs. I shall then show you around the Jeweled Crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services. Before descending to Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza, there are no questions. Questions at all? What's your sign? Dark Spectacle. Guessing this is the Dark Knight? You know, yes, maybe? I don't remember. The Hoplon, though named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thordan's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined the King Thordan to put down King Thordan I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition. There is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master of the markets. Stop snowing. Stop being a blizzard, I guess. Oh my god, what happened there? Well, they're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of House Fortan. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrement, medicine, materials, whatever you desire. It can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Your teapot's going off. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza in Foundation. Everyone is ready? And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. I have already, don't worry. Look at these, none of these I can get. As for our next destination, I hope we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceived and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly. While to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. Why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the Hoplan and gawp at the statues? Well, if you have a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Night. If your nursemaid'll let you. Pleasant fellow. Humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such an heartfelt invitation. So I simply must see this forgotten night for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Ceres. There are a few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say that we might learn of recent events? And I'm coming too. Silmard. Hi. Fancy name. I like the tavern. What else is here? Over here. Simone? Oh, just another way in, I guess. I must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master Giberlon. Just Giberlon will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. By the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I cannot help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. What of that, did you? Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty, knights, and so forth. Dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. Speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. Let's see. It's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the Broom that got the worst of it. While the pillars enjoy the protection of the high houses and the temple knights, more than a few people are still sore about that. Which is why, considering your present company, I recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below. Something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. Take your words to heart, sir. Mr. Alphino, I think it'll be best if we return to Fort Tom Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I am afraid that it is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. The tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Ceres and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. She's a tough girl. Let's call the last vigil. Oh. Am I talking to? I had to. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in the foundation, I understood how easily the history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Amaric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord? After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Yeah. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are a guest in my home to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Mistress Serene, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a woman with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid our Toril and Manalaine in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, by the Fury. Two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Mistress Serene the respect she deserves. This is the woman who slew Gaius von Belzar and some half-dozen primals besides. I'm not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand girl. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Mr. Serene, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. No problemo. Thanks. If you're willing, they may even learn something from you. Can really see their personality shining with that. So it seems we shall not want for employment over the days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortom has taken a tremendous risk. So we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he will keep us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. This is an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. As you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Shall we shall. We got a new hat. New boots. Yeah, you want me to help you, right? Shall we be off then, old girl? Well, where are my manners? Am I Elaine de Fortom, second son of Count Edmund de Fortom? True-born, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and you are absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Well, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true. But who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance, forever overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old girl, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the sea of clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Arturo. Ambitions I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Helenart. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times as a calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we'll be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Alright. Oh, there's two quests. Let us begin anew, Mr. Serene. I am Sir Arturo de Fortom, eldest son of Count Edmund de Fortom. You'll forgive me my outbursts, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties and trust, unlike some. Orchefant has spoken of you often. If you are even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we'll be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandare and Zamail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? I will suffice it to say the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. We shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let's make for the chocobo stables and foundation. Alright, let me attune to the other Ethernet things first. Oh, yeah. What the fuck does it say? Athenium Astrologicum? Meow, 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 meow. I like the music in this area. Ark of the Venerable. Look at how fancy schmancy that place looks. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Ishgard. Gates of Judgment are not accessible as an Ethernet destination. Oh, my ass. Sorry, I've been fucking sitting too long apparently. Oh, there you go. Look at this. Bunch of questions showed up. I'll probably take care of anything I've got left in like all this shit. Greetings, Mr. What the fuck? Greetings, Mr. Serene. I have settled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Arturo's instruction. This will be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, it can carry you quite high, too. Been over Snowcloak. You don't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. Just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, everyone. And I can fly myself. I guess this was before, like, you were able to freely fly wherever you wanted, I think. Curth's Western Highlands. Oh my god.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
Falcon's Nest. I made it. Oh my god. This big ol' area? Oh my god, it is. Why is everything all like foggy? Can't fly here. Well, the world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. The business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting. Yeah. It has been far, far too long, Lord Arturo. Who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Sarah Serene, ward of House Fortom. Ah yes, of course, Lord Dromont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Serene is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale of for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. Then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortom are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Yeah. Several craftsmen in service to House Zamail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me that he has need of a woman of your talents. Would you be so kind to seek him out? Oh. Yes, I'm Roth, and who might you be? I'm here to help. Ah, the promised help. Glad you have your reward. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Set me over one of them black birds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. You take me this ice. It's bloody and unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words, there are pockets of them here and there just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. Are you? Oh, found one. Surveying. Yeah, the music would be different here, right? It is. Hello. I can't fly. There it is. Oh, just a wall. I got all the ice. Taken care of, partner. Don't worry. Everything is taken care of. Now there's a woman who looks like she's found her marks. You're just the sort we need around here. The kind that'll hop to when she sees a task undone. Get any of these. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I have any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself when there's others out who need help. Well, there's others out who need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike. A bloody huge statue out in the wastes, if you've never been. Mason by the name of Tiermont is out there tending to the thing. Good man Tiermont, but I reckon he's taking on too much work for one. Might be there's something you could do. Still can't fly here? Guess not. Oh my god, look at this place. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Orman Rot that bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of the sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just a thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Quite a few around here. Alright, it is enough. There you are. Have you the bristles? Got them indeed. Ah, feel how coarse that is. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from this statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldroth, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise. Why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. No longer will we suffer the desecration of our nation's hero. Soon the statue will be as it once was. A proud shining testament to the determination of Ishgard. A message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian I could ask for no greater honor. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Ysadore, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. He always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, my friend. To map out more of this area. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's why I'm doing this, because I gotta map out the area. I miss flying. Right here? What's that, a package? Having the foggiest what you're talking about. Confounded, that fool of a... What a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Yermon labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try and eat better. Why not simply give it to him? And by the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist the Yermont. May your journey back to Falcons must be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. Damn, this area is huge. Must applaud your initiative, Mr. Serene. Roth tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artorial included. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Dromont said. Good. I've lost contact with a reconnaissance party set north to River's Meet in search of the heretics hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune we know not, but regardless of the cost we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim and has claimed the lives of. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artorial will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. I think I about ended there. I've been streaming for 7.5 hours almost. So, finally reached the Heavensward. Thank you everybody for watching, for all the follows on the raid. See you all tomorrow. Goodbye.